A husband posted on Reddit's Cheating Stories sub under the username equivalent_stock_971 explaining how he was destroyed after returning home to surprise his wife while she believed he was away at work. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like, and share this video with your friends. Recalling the incident on Reddit, the original poster, OP, said he was an emergency medical technician, EMT trainee in 2010. He was 27 and happily married to his wife of 2 years, a career planner in the Marines. Although their work schedules mostly overlapped, their days off were different. OP's job permitted him to switch days with his trainees and take a day off. So, one day, he had forgotten he'd swapped a day with a fellow trainee and left for work on his day off. After laughing it off at his workplace, OP headed home to surprise his wife. When he reached his flat, he noticed a Dodge Challenger parked on his spot. He felt weird since ample visitor parking space was available. Nonetheless, he silently crept into his apartment, wanting to surprise his wife, and heard strange noises coming from his bedroom. Since the bedroom door was wide open, OP heard it loud and clear. He assumed his wife was alone watching adult videos, and recalled them watching such things often together. Wow, I can catch her solo, he thought, wanting to surprise her with embarrassment. But as he inched closer to their bedroom, something about the sounds he heard didn't add up. Although the noises sounded familiar, OP couldn't recognize the video clip. The man said he froze when he got to the door's threshold. He gaped at the hair-raising sight of his wife in bed with another man. Around 15 seconds later, OP's wife looked towards the door. She was shocked as she breathed heavily and angrily looked at him and said he wasn't supposed to be there, to which he responded, "Today is my day off?" OP stood frozen in grave silence as his wife's affair partner hurried to the doorway and waited for him to let him pass. Before he left, he looked at OP and said, "Aye, man, thanks, but it is what it is," much to the poster's frustration. A few moments into his heartbreak, OP saw the man was still outside in his car. In a fit of rage, he grabbed his bowling ball to smash something, but was appalled when his wife blocked his way to protect the guy. That's when OP broke down and moved away from his wife. After that shattering episode, OP informed his family and began focusing on his career. But to his surprise, his wife often showed up at his school's nursing classes to breed jealousy among the female students. However, the last straw came 8 months later when the woman's affair partner contacted him, pleading for a favor. He wanted OP to get a written letter signed to his command claiming equivalent_stock_971's wife had harassed him. In return, he assured OP he'd help him transition his divorce without having to pay alimony. After listening to the man's pleas, OP downright refused to help. He was content knowing karma played out in the guy's life. Then he left his wife a voicemail and threatened to report her for violating his restraining order and passing his information to the other man. Following a tumultuous divorce, OP moved on. He married a nurse he dated and had a son with her. Equivalent_stock_971 found out his wife was doing fine through her social media and thought of reaching out to her. But in the end, he decided that some things were better put to rest and never contacted her again. After reading OP's story, fellow Redditors wrote in anonymously, with some of them puzzled as to why he'd wanted to even reach out to his ex again. User DLUFJ9M9 asked, "Why would you reach out to her?" Confused? "For closure and to thank her. I grew that day 10 years ago," OP responded in the thread. Some reminded OP not to contact his ex and advised him to stop watching her for his own good. "You still don't know her. I don't think you ever did. You were always Mr. Plan B, and that will be the case for a long time to come. So you must move on from her in mind." Redditor Manufacturer Muted 858 advised. As for the ex's significant other, OP never saw the guy again. "I should have reported that Marine, but I felt he would get his... Also, it was almost a year when I have seen him," he recounted.